We're playing BSG, Battlestar Galactica, and Josh and I are super Battlestar Galactica fans, so we
100%.
thought we would sing the song for you guys. It goes something like bum 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 bum
Battlestar Galactica, the aliens, I mean robots, killed all the humans. Battlestar Galactica.
Battlestar Galactica is my favorite board game ever, and it's my favorite TV show ever. And a lot of my love for this game is really tied to nostalgia. When I think of this game, I think about a time when I was able to get like my wife excited about a game, or I got my mom to play it, I got my brothers to play it. And it was something that we could get excited about because we were all big fans of the show, and we love it. Like a lot of us, though, it's been probably 6 years, if not more, since I last played this game. It's not always easy to get to the table. Plus, it's an IP, and it can lose a little bit if you're not familiar with it.
I think this is Patrick's Marvel Zombies. I think Patrick has a connection to Marvel Zombies, but Battlestar Galactica is his baby in the same way that Marvel Zombies is Kenny's baby. This seems far more at my alley with the hidden role trader possibilities here. Super amped to play it. Patrick's done a great teach so far. We're halfway through the first turn, but I just wanted to come and tell you that I'm super excited. This is a game I've been wanting to play for a long time. So hopefully it lives up to its expectations. And it's great to have Jash here. We've got Ish here. Big game night. It's going to be a blast.
All right. Hey, everybody. It's me. I'm Jash. I'm back. For those of you who don't know me, I am one of the founding members of Tablenauts, which means nothing because I have been gone for 4 out of the past 5 years. But that's okay because I'm going to be here for a little bit and I'm really excited. You can see I even wore my Tablenauts shirt. This is a metaphor for how involved I've been in the channel so far. Every time I leave, Doolin and Max seem to replace me with someone older, and I'm not sure if they know how to make friends their age. Max even shaved his head. I think it's because he doesn't want you all to know that he's the youngest of the group. But I'm so excited to be back and to be with them. And we're playing Stargate. I binged the entire series to get ready for this. So it's going to be a great time.
But this game just means a lot to me personally. It's a little bit bigger than a board game because I just have so many good feelings attached to it. And, I had said when we did the podcast that I was choosing this because it gave me an opportunity to play it. And if I got to play it once, that would be fine. But I'm going to be honest, I don't want to play this once. I want to play this multiple times. I want to beat Bus. I want to move on. So we'll see where it goes. But I don't know. I hope it hits because this game is why I'm a board game player.
Battlestar Galactica, the board game, is a semi-cooperative hidden role game based on the TV series Battlestar Galactica. Players assume the role of a crew member aboard the Galactica and are also given a hidden loyalty card determining their allegiance. Are you human or are you Cylon?
So, I've never seen this show, but I am apparently a coward in the show and having sex with a robot in the show. And doesn't know it. So he's actually a bad guy on accident. And so before it was even my turn, I got thrown in the brig. So not great. John Ralphio would be upset with me because his one thing is don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. I was suspicious from the get-go.
Turns out we're playing Battlestar Galactica. I spent way too long watching a show that has nothing to do with this. I don't understand any of the lore. I don't know what a Cylon, Cryon is. I'm an engineer. My first turn, I repaired a ship and then got thrown into the brig. And then it came all the way around and we tried to get me out of the brig, but we failed. So I'm just chilling in jail. part of the ship is on fire. I can't get to it. So, kind of wish we were playing Stargate instead.
Kenny's a Cylon. I don't see a world in which he's not a Cylon. But no one else seems to see it. I cannot wait to come back in a couple hours from now and find out whether he was or not. But there is not a single doubt in my mind that Kenny is a Cylon currently. I hope I'm not wrong. I'm gonna look like a real fool if I am, but Kenny's a Cylon.
So, a skill check happened where I had the choice to either go to the brig, or not the brig, the sick bay, or we could go for it and like get a new jump, like double jump. But if we fail, 2 civilian ships explode, and I say we go for it. We went for it. And there were like 5 bad cards in there. And it's really scary because the bad guy could be literally any one of us.
So Duelin's a Cylon, and he didn't reveal himself in a traditional way for the game. He did it in a way that we were able to basically know before his next turn came around. So thankfully, Ish was able to get us in a position where we were able to airlock Duelin's character, which is good in that it sort of diminishes his ability to really make things bad for us. It's a small band-aid. It doesn't really help us long term, but it does buy us a little bit of breathing room. So it's good to have him down.
And it was one of those situations where I saw it coming. I was like, no, we should absolutely not do this. And the table banded together around me. We're like, we're doing it. And it ended terribly because Doolin betrayed us all. Flames on the side of my face.
Well, I put up a good fight, I think. I definitely pushed them back a bit, made them feel bad about the good things they were doing. 'Cause, come on, what are we doing here? But they found me out, and they sent me an airlock, and I'm hanging out in space with Doolin. Just hanging out like on a resurrection planet. I guess I'm getting to draw really bad cards that may affect them later on, but right now just kind of sidelined, and that's okay.
So we killed Kenny. We shot him out the airlock. So that felt good for a small, short moment. But Kenny just he killed so many of our people in one turn.
It was fun being the bad guy. I think I had half of the group on a leash, thinking I was good. I think Max knew pretty much straight away. I did some sus things at the beginning, but that's just these games. Especially because early on in the game, Patrick had to got a chance to look at my card and my loyalty card, and I pushed pretty hard against that. That was probably the point where people were like, "Why would you push so hard?" But anyway, it's been a fun game so far. It's a really mechanically dense social deduction game. But I think it's like where a lot of the fun interactions occur because there's so many special powers and special abilities that can trigger. So yeah, I've been having fun with it. And yeah, let's see where it goes.
This is like the first day I've stayed up past like 9. So yeah.
What they don't realize is this is going to accelerate really fast because as the humans, we only have, I think, 3 population left, and once that hits 0, we lose. And we've got Kenny and Doolin are both Cylons, and they're on opposite sides of the table. So they have a nice rotation going on where they have a little bit of time to think about what they're going to do, and then they just do something horrible. So I think there's a good chance we lose in 2 more turns based on what Doolin does. Again, I don't know how people feel about it. It's a little chaotic right now. There's a lot of stuff on the table. Ish, man, I wish he was part of this because he is vibing on it. I can tell it. I feel like me and him are really like deep invested in it. I feel like Kenny is to a certain extent. Max he's had a bad run for weeks of just rolling bad, and it's bled over into tonight. So I think he's feeling a little discouraged, and I'm hoping he gets a hot streak going here. But it's looking bad. I think the Cylons are going to win this. I think the game's going to end really quick, and I'm having a great time. I hope other people are too. And if they're not, again, favorite game, I got to play it. I'm just appreciative. I'm appreciative to these guys just giving me the opportunity. So if this is where it ends, I'll be okay with that.
We were the bad guys.
Well, yeah, we were the bad guys.
You did better than me.
Well, it was team effort. You deflected off. You took some heat off of the
Yeah. And then I got thrown out of the spaceship. And I will say that was a little anticlimactic. Because the rest of the game, I didn't do a whole lot. But pretty fun.
Yeah. Oh, I had a really great turn where, like, basically 3 of their civilian ships popped out, and I was able to activate all the ships that destroyed 3 of them.
I had the same thing because they were like, Doolin, just pass. You'll go to the sick bay. And I was like, but we're gonna go for it because if they failed, 2 civilian ships exploded, which they did, and we won because they ran out of population.
Yeah,
or fuel. Something.
It was all bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's fun. We got to play like draw these really powerful big cards that really were tough to beat, and I was able to like I threw a nuke at them. Killed another
Pretty
population.
awesome.
Yeah, so that's fun.
Yeah, Max almost joined us,
Almost.
but didn't.
How fun
And
is
that would have been amazing. But he was in the brig. I don't know. It was going to be interesting, but heavily thematic game. I don't know if it's made me want to watch Star Trek yet.
It's not Star Trek.
It's Next Generation, right? Battlestar Galactica. Sorry. I don't know.
I had a pretty fun time with this game, though. It's tough. It's one that I would like to play again because I feel like a lot of this comes from like knowing the game and how to bluff and how to see through people and how to utilize your actions to both harm and help. And so it's one of those games that I do think would benefit from a second play. I really enjoyed it, but it didn't have like the high highs or the low lows necessarily as something like a Nemesis, which is a more modern game design. But I know many people would probably say Battlestar Galactica is a much better game, and perhaps it is. It's just I haven't seen enough of it yet. So I definitely am curious to see how this stacks up against Bus. I think both of these games are weird ones that will benefit from second plays. So one play in, it'll be really interesting to see where our votes go. Because I don't know that either of these games are going to be discovered or known entities after just a single play.
Well, as predicted, Cylons won. And they won because we took a risky move at the end. We just had no choice. So we didn't die on a Cylon turn. We died on Jash's turn where we collectively decided that things were desperate. And so we tried to jump at a time that we shouldn't. I don't know, again, how this landed with everybody. I had a wonderful time. And I'm just really at a time in this world where it's tough to be happy on a consistent basis. I'm just really happy right now, and I'm thankful that we got to do that. It's been a long time. Again, I don't know how this hit, but I'll say this: right now, everyone is still out there talking about moves that they made, and we haven't had a lot of that in this bracket yet. Doolin is reliving moments. Ish is reliving moments. Everybody's just talking about things that they did or didn't do. And I think that that's always the hallmark, not just of a good game, but of a good experience.
So we lost. It wasn't close, but it was closer than I thought it was going to be. So that's nice, I guess. I don't think I'm actually going to be able to be here to play Bus. So I don't know if they're going to give me a vote. If they do, I vote Bus. Just pretend that it says Bus right here. I haven't played Bus before. And it's not that I didn't like this game. I just don't want to play it again.
I love this game. This is why I got into gaming. It means a lot to me. And I feel silly because I'm sitting here gushing a lot. But I love this group of people. I love that I got to share my favorite game with them. This is going to go up against Bus. I don't know how Bus is going to land. I may really love it, but I can't vote for it against this because I want to try to do this again. I don't know if it's going to happen, but if you love a game, find ways to play it. Don't find yourself like Max, where you're waiting years to play Blood on the Clock Tower. Don't do this where you're waiting years to play Battlestar Galactica. If you have friends that'll play with you, just say, this is my favorite game, and let's find time to do it every now and then. And we did that tonight. So this has been great. And thanks to the Tablenauts guys, thanks to Fantasy Flight, thanks to Bill Adama and Laura Roslin, and thanks to my parents, and thanks to The Big Bang Theory. I don't know. Now I'm just rambling. Great time. Go play Battlestar Galactica. So say we all.
Bus is a route-building pick-up and deliver game where you create a bus line, pick up passengers, and deliver them to home, work, or the pub. Each player has 20 action cubes and must spend at least 2 of them per turn, but they can also spend as many as they want and are able. Oh, and there's also a way to stop time. So, since I somehow messed up and recorded the incorrect audio device during this talking head segment for Bus, I have a booth set up for podcasting and voice acting, so I'm just going to attempt to dub over everyone's talking head with, 1-to-1 accuracy. So, here we go. This is a real come down from Battlestar Galactica. Where I'm flying high, saving humanity. Bus where driving a bus. So if you would have asked me when I first started gaming, would I want to spend the evening, laying down bus lines and taking people to destinations, I would say that's the craziest thing I ever heard. Where are the dragons? Where's the magic? All that stuff. But, I'm a mature dude. I figure stuff out. 3 reasons that I am very optimistic about Bus. Obsession, Kanban EV, and, well, that's 2 reasons. It has been an indeterminate amount of time. We are back to play Bus. I am no longer jet lagged. I have a little bit of a cold, but I am here and I'm ready. We played a practice game and I won, so I'm really excited to be playing again and see how this is going to turn out. I feel like this is going to be one of the quicker talking head segments. Like, how much can we say about Bus? Because this is a game that moves so quickly. And every time it's not your turn, you're constantly thinking about what you're going to do next turn. So it's not a game like SETI, Battlestar Galactica, Dungeons Degenerates, where you have some time to think and express our thoughts to the camera. Here, I'm just the game is almost halfway over already, and it's only been 30 minutes or something like that. I've had no time to even think about what I was going to say to you. The first game we played, I was the clear winner for the entire game. This time, I'm lagging behind. One of the things about this game, though, is that your actions are finite. I currently have more actions than everyone else. So I think I might try to play the long game and sneak a couple points at the end. So, we'll see how it goes. I get why people really like this game, I think. But I gotta admit, I just feel like I'm working at this point. Yeah, I just feel like I'm doing a job. We just finished our game of Bus. I really went through a range of emotions there. I think I hated it at the very beginning when things weren't going my way. Then slowly kind of got the hang of it. And I think I liked it overall. Definitely would play it again. It's, I think it's kind of just very deterministic in terms of where the game's going. And I don't always like those kinds of games, but there's enough thinking that's going on to make it really satisfying to play. So would I play Bus again? Yes. But do I want to play Bus again on this bracket? Not really. So that's my vote goes to Battlestar Galactica. So Battlestar Galactica, my favorite TV show, my favorite board game of all time. So it was going to take a lot, and I really don't think anything in our bracket would have beaten Battlestar for me. So that's my vote, so say we all. This is honestly a difficult one for me. We just finished Bus. I had a great time. I really do enjoy this game, but I think that I would be the only person to vote for Bus. I could be wrong. I haven't watched their talking heads. I don't know what they've said about the game. My assumption is I would be putting this through very selfishly. I will be voting for Battlestar Galactica because I do truly think that is what the team want, what the crew want, and I look forward to experiencing what more it has to offer. This isn't entirely a selfless, I'm going to be a team player guy. I do think that there is a lot more to experience in Battlestar Galactica after a play than there is of Bus after a couple of plays. So I look forward to it. We'll see if it wins. We do have that amount of probability in here, so let's go find out. So the long game didn't work. I came in last. I had 3 points, which was half the amount of points that I had in the first game. But the entire time I was playing it, I kind of had like a feel for what I was doing wrong. So, with everything said and done, I think I still have more games of Bus in me. While when we played Battlestar Galactica, while currently I'm definitely feeling a little bit better about it than my time then, I did spend half the game doing nothing. So maybe for that reason, it's a Bus.
All right, we just finished our play of Bus. We have all already played our game of Battlestar Galactica. Doolin unfortunately could not make it here today. He has played both games. We just played Bus on Saturday, and we played Battlestar Galactica a few weeks ago. And so he does have a vote in the sponsorship pending Cheez-It vote box. There's a vote in there, and Kyle gave us a special idol for the game of Bus, which was to be connected to the most pubs. And Kenneth, you won that. So there are going to be 2 Kenny votes, 1 vote default, 1 vote for each of us, and 1 vote for Doolin, for a total of 8 votes in that Cheez-It box. And we will soon find out which moves on. So what were your expectations, Kenny, coming into this matchup of 2 very different names that just so happen to start with B?
Well, when I opened the box of Cheez-Its, I was hoping for a delicious cheddar cheese crunch, which it delivered, so I loved it.
We're getting the sponsor.
Yeah, it's
We're
happening.
getting the sponsor.
Well, specifically this matchup is weird, because Battlestar Galactica is such a big, chunky social deduction game, and Bus is just kind of like this light and frilly,
Not light either. It's neither of those
but
two
it's like
things.
it's an elegant and kind of like clean game, right?
It is, yes.
It's very like polar opposites. So yeah, I Bus especially, I kind of knew what Battlestar Galactica was going into it, just as it's kind of like a big game, silly, fun, big moments, which delivered on. Bus, I really didn't know. I was a little scared going into Bus, but they were both very fun. I would not say no to either of these games in the future. So,
What about you, Patrick? Let's give some context here. Your favorite game of all time is Battlestar Galactica.
Yes.
And it's also not a game that you often get to play. It's a difficult game to table.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
what do you think of Cheez-Its first?
I want it. I need it. I cheese it. So if you spend any amount of time consuming any board game content, Bus is one of those games that always comes up. Like hardcore gamers love it. So yeah, I guess maybe I was a little, I don't want to say intimidated, but I knew it was going to be an investment. And there's not a lot to it as far as the presentation. Like a splatter game, it's pretty scaled back. But there's just so many decisions that you have to make, and you have to constantly be thinking a couple steps ahead. Whereas Battlestar Galactica, again, my favorite game, my favorite TV show, as I said when we started this thing, I put it on the bracket just so I got a chance to play it. I can't add anything more, when it comes to Battlestar Galactica. I think I'm pretty clear how I feel about it. And so I'm glad I got to play it. I'm glad I got to play Bus. So we'll see how it goes.
yeah. And Bus was my pick for this bracket. And a game that I played several years ago and really remember enjoying, in particular, what you kind of said, Kenny, about how elegant it is, about how streamlined and simple of a game it is, but like very brain burny all the same. it lived up to its expectations. Still coming off of that, I really enjoyed our 2 plays of Bus over the past few days, and it's definitely one that I would be very happy to see move forward. But it's going up against a behemoth, using a lot of B words today. And
You should be using Cheez-It words. Like,
C words.
yeah.
my love for Bus is too cheesy to get into right now. So, no, I think both of these games are great. I wouldn't be mad either way. Let us move forward. I think for me, it's almost a little bit like the Dungeon Degenerates versus SETI thing, where you have a very messy game and a very clean game and a very long game and a pretty short game, and they're fighting against each other right now. It's pretty difficult for me to pick a favorite out of these two because they offer such drastically different experiences. But we'll see what moves forward. What about you, Josh?
So about 12 years ago, I got diagnosed with celiac disease. So my relationship with Cheez-Its has been a little bit shaky, but they just came out with gluten-free Cheez-Its, and boyos, let me tell you, they are amazing. So as far as board games go, I feel like with these two games being put up next to each other, it would probably be assumed that like someone like me would lean more towards Battlestar Galactica.
Why do you say that?
Personality, interests, stereotypes.
Fair.
But then something happened in our game. Gluten intolerance. I didn't get to do anything.
You were in
I was
another
in-
B word.
Jail.
Break.
The bajail. The entire game. Where Bus, this game doesn't show. Our most recent playthrough, it did not click with me, but the first time we played it, it clicked with me very well. So I don't know. I think I wouldn't be upset if either of these go on, because I think I have more plays of both of them in me. But I did lean more towards Bus.
Okay, interesting. I assumed everyone would be voting for Battlestar Galactica. So, that's good to hear. I like these chances here.
You want to tell you what I lean towards?
Yeah, well, you lean towards.
Battlestar Galactica?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Patrick, are you going to have the side swipe of the century and Bus is your number 1 favorite game of all time?
The Bus will end up being the number 1 game.
Yeah, like, are you going to vote Bus even though that...
Oh my God, no. And that's not a doggone Bus. I mean,
Doggone Bus.
doggone.
You call those Greyhounds?
I don't think I don't think there's a game on the bracket that I would vote for over Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah.
And I guess I'm just sticking with my unfair voting practices after last time.
It's not my vote. Oh wait, that's 2 votes.
This one's going to be this one.
Okay.
Make sure you pick one this time.
Yeah, just one. Still not mine.
It's hard to tell what it is. They're both 3 letters and they both start with B. The anticipation, Josh.
It's stuck. Why do we use sticky notes, guys? Come on. I'm pretty sure it says BSG.
Yeah, that does. That says BSG.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta get it on the camera.
BSG.
Battlestar Galactica moves on. It lives to fight another day. I actually also voted Battlestar Galactica. But I did that because I thought no one else would vote Bus. And I was being a team player. If I were to pick, I would rather play another game of Bus. I just really
You
love
could
it.
have picked. What do you mean? If
No,
you
I
picked?
know. But I would love to play Bus more. I think it's a super elegant game and a game that I could just see myself playing over and over and over again. But like you said earlier, funny that you voted Bus, is that I do feel like we barely even scratched the surface of what Battlestar Galactica has.
It's true.
So my thought process was, look, I've played Bus. I love it. Everyone else seems to want to play more Battlestar Galactica. We barely scratched the surface. I'll go there. I'll be the kind person and vote for BSG.
Understandable. Hey,
so-
you found my vote.
Maybe it's 2. Oh yeah, there's so don't see it. So
It's my vote.
I didn't
it's a
vote.
Bus.
Nice.
I voted for Battlestar because I think getting Battlestar to the table is hard. Because it's a big game, need a lot of players. I feel like we can get Bus out a lot of nights. So
I agree. That almost makes it It's harder to put these games that are difficult to table on the list too, though. I mean, to keep moving them forward, like that's half why I voted against SETI.
Well, I
was
think
just a
like
big box game.
the bracket forces us to play these games, so I think my natural inclination is like, well, let's play the big special game over the game we'll probably bring.
Which is why we'll finish the bracket in 2028.
Sure, but I think like I see us playing a bus more in the future. So it is fun. It is like I think
When Doolin's not here.
Yeah,
when Doolin's not here. Yeah, he hated bus. It's not why he's not here, but he hated bus.
Yeah, I think like we can get this under like 90 minutes pretty easily.
I think even in our first 2 plays, it was barely 90 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, encroaching on 2 hours, but not much. Now, one question I have for you, for all of you, is that actually explicitly not for you, Kenny, is that we played it at 5 and then 4. I think that 5 was perhaps a bit funnier of a game where things kept screwing people over more often, but 4 is certainly the more enjoyable like game for me. You're able to kind of figure out how things were going to go a little bit better. It was less tight over the passengers and the fighting over the lanes. So did you all enjoy 4 or 5 more?
I think I liked 4 more. I agree with everything you said. 5 was more messy, and it was so hard to keep eyes on everything. But it was also a first playthrough, so that was part of it too.
True.
But I think 4, and that's the recommended player.
Yeah,
anyway.
BGG says not recommended at 5, but I thought it was still good at 5.
I honestly enjoyed it the same both ways.
Yeah, I think that I felt like I got to do everything that I wanted to do, which was never what I should have been doing.
Right, I feel like I got to do less of what I wanted to do in 4 than in 5 when there was more people, strangely enough.
Yeah, and I think a lot of it comes down to just repeat plays, which, again, doesn't quite make up. But you played this one, you're like, I should have done something different. And so it is one of those that the more you experience, the more you're going to figure out kind of where you should be going. And then if you get stopped from doing that, that's part of it. But if you don't do it yourself, it's your own dang fault. Jash, give us a keyword for today's giveaway. They can enter to win a copy of Movie Night.
Oh, you know which Cheez-Its, baby! Type Cheez-Its, please sponsor Tablenauts in the comments to enter the giveaway.
Amazing. We'll be reaching out to the winners of the previous videos as well, but make sure you stick around to the remainder of our bracket and on to our second region, which if you want to figure out how those regions are being constructed, you can join the Discord and or find our podcast, Board Game Box Office, where we talk board games, movies, and we will also be doing bracket episodes to keep you up to date on that and see where we are headed next. Any final thoughts on Bus and or Battlestar Galactica before we head out?
I'm excited because now I get to play Battlestar Galactica twice, and it's been 5 or 6 years since I had previously played it. I'm so appreciative of Kenny because he had every right to sabotage this
What the hell?
with 2 votes because of the SETI Dungeon Degenerates.
Yeah.
Oh, you could have.
Stuff. So I appreciate that, and again, I would have deserved it. So
Someone say I'm the bigger man.
you are the bigger one. I'm petty AF.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next episode.